great crafting time.
Hello everyone. Happy Tuesday. Hopefully it's all gonna stream. There we go. Ooh, we are live. How?
With me, you're gonna have
No,
great
no,
crafting
no.
time.
Mute. Hello everybody. Hello. Hello, Sue, Jamie, Gloria, Mindy, Kimberly. Hello, ladies. We are live. Yay. And that time before you go live goes so fast. I came down here with like 45 minutes to go, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, it's time already. How's everybody's week going so far? I know we're only on Tuesday. Monday seemed to be a doozy for a lot of people, so I hope Tuesday's going better. Oh my goodness. Mark Harmon on the new. Oh my gosh. Yes, Gloria. I love NCIS. Ducky. And I love it because there's Ducky, and then there's a character named Gibbs, which is my mom's last name. So, love that show. I know I always think of Ducky too. We came up with a nickname from Ducky from Pretty in Pink because she was just marched to the beat of her own drum before she cared what people thought. And that's where Ducky came from. But that show is so good. I could literally rewatch that. I have not seen that in forever. When I seen Mark Harmon, I was like, isn't that the guy who hosted, and I always forget that, that's the guy who hosted Double Dare. I loved watching Double Dare as a kid. It's funny, my husband tried to find that the other day too to put on Double Dare. How's everybody's great so far? Yay, Kimberly! I know it's actually, we've been low temperature 70s, but tomorrow is supposed to be 89, for a day, and then I think we're going back to the 70s, but it's gonna feel like summer for one day, which I hope it would feel summer. I don't like hot, obviously, but I wish it would warm up enough that Lake Michigan could get warm, because it would be nice to be able to go to the beach before the end of summer, which if it keeps going with these temps, that's what it'll be. So, yes. Oh, Mindy, I have something to show you too. I know you love Disney, and I just got these shaker fill things, and there was something in it I didn't expect. And I was like, oh, I hope Mindy's in here because she would love this. So, we're going to go ahead. Today I'm putting together and it's funny because I almost freaked out. I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot to do the sentiment. And I'm like, Holly, there's no sentiment. You're doing a cake topper. But I'm so used to doing cards on Tuesdays. So we had somebody in the comments of one of our videos asked to do a cake topper, a shaker cake topper for a baby. So that's what we did. So we're going to go ahead and put that together. And I don't know if Deborah's in here, but I'm still laughing because she brought up something I did not think about with the shaker cake topper. But we'll talk about that when we get to the shaker part. Oh, and goal is to get through this without putting something on right or skipping something. So if you guys see me go to put the acetate on the shaker part without the shaker bits in the thing, yell, you guys, caps, whatever, in the chat, because that's the one. There's always one thing I'm like, don't forget this, and today that's my don't forget. So I'm gonna share that so maybe we all don't forget. Oh, Mindy, I was just saying there's something in the shaker fill thing that you might like. So let's go ahead, jump over. We'll go ahead and go to our overhead. Ooh, almost turned me upside down instead. That was not what I was trying to do. Oh, but we are upside down here. Let me fix that. There we go. Okay, not upside down anymore. So we're gonna go ahead and put this together. But I just got these shaker bits because I have shaker bits, but I did not have, I had these blue and white snowflakes, but I really needed some stars. If I can open this. Well, yeah, there's one Disney shape. I didn't realize till I got it, I was looking through, but there's all these different little sprinkles and stars, and there's it's hard to see. There's leaves and butterflies. And we got these little stars here, which I'm gonna use in mine, a little American one. But right here, do you see what that is? Those are little Mickey Mouses. I'm like, there's little Mickey Mouse shaker fill, which I did not expect. So Disney fans, Mickey Mouse shaker fill. I bought it like this. I just bought this off Amazon. I did put the link in the description below too. It was $9 for all these, but there's so many good ones because there's like, oh, and this one's really cute. It's so hard to see. It's got little candies and little ice cream cones, and there's so many cute ones. This is little flowers and little animals, hearts, star. Oh, that's got different stars. Oh, that's got more stars. Ooh, that's got fun stars. And then different sprinkles, big ones to little ones, and circles, and all kinds of stuff. Yes. Oh, Beth, do you love Disney too? Yes. I was like, ooh, I did not expect Mickey. Yeah, so handy for shakers, right? Okay, so this is what we want to not forget to put in the card. So we're going to go ahead. Actually, I'm going to set this to the side first. I'm going to go ahead and build these layers up first and glue these together. So I did several offsets. Now I did use, this is actually the value cardstock. All of this except for like the little piece of green is all value cardstock. But I did for the back layer, because it's going to be heavier, I did do 2 layers of this. So, ooh, I need to grab my little mounting squares. Okay. But first I'm going to glue these together. And how I did this, because I wanted the shaker to sit inside of it, but I didn't want it to go down 3 layers. So these top 2 layers have the shaker part cut out, and then this solid piece won't, and it's the back, and then you'll kind of see into that with the shaker too. So you'll see the swirls. Alright, so first I'm just going to go ahead and glue these 2 pieces together. Oh, you work for Disney. I forget that. I didn't know that, Beth. That's awesome. What a happy place to work. I hope. It seems like it would. If it's the happiest place to go, I hope it's a happy place to work. You should be surrounded by happy people. Okay. When you do this, just make sure you get the right size. I went and stacked all my clouds up together because you would I was laughing at myself trying to get them all organized. I'm like, nope, that's not right. Flip it. Is that right? Alright, I can use that one. I can use this too. Oh, what just happened there? I took the whole thing off. Okay, we'll go back to the gun. I always say Disney's the happiest place on earth unless it's like really hot and then you got cranky kids. I think the show they do at night is worth the whole Disney trip. That was phenomenal. I've only seen it, I think, once in my life. I might have when I was a teen, but I don't remember it. So I've only seen like the fireworks at the castle with that projection thing once, but it was my favorite part of the whole night. I always feel like I'm following the yellow brick road. I'm doing this. Surprised they're not some like Olympic crafting, not like the real Olympics, but like crafting Olympics. There's like time trials. You have to glue this piece. That'd be so funny. I'm thinking, is there any world records for crafting? There may be. I think I went all the way around. Can you go all the way around? It looks like it. Okay. When you put these on, you just want to... What did I do here? Did I do what I said not to do? Hold on. See, I already confused it as I was doing it. I cannot believe that. Alright, let me look at this. This is this way. Just make sure you get it lined up before you put it down. It's amazing I do this and I talk, because I'm somebody that will screw things up as I'm talking and doing something because I'm not paying attention as well. Yay, Beth! I love that you love your job at Disney. Now, do you get free tickets to Disney if you're a park employee, or do you get big discounts? think I've ever been in the Hall of Presidents, Mindy. Well, these I want to make sure I get lined up just like so, because that shaker part's going to fit in the middle. Okay, so we have that piece glued together. Now we're going to go ahead and glue it on here. Make sure I have it correct. I'm going to flip this over and glue this. Hello, Karen. Welcome. Ooh, costuming. That would be fun. I think Disney's college intern program is so neat. I had a friend I went to high school with whose daughter went there, and she was being Tinkerbell. And I was like, that is amazing. I think Ducky could make a really good Tinkerbell. Actually, Ducky would make a very good, every time I see it, I think, gosh, she looks like Ducky. Tangled. Ducky looks so much like the princess from Tangled. And she used to have hair to the middle of her back forever. When she was little, she always had long, long blonde hair. So she loved Rapunzel. Have you guys entered our contest yet? We just opened a new contest yesterday. Well, not a contest, but a giveaway. And somebody's going to win the new Explorer 4. And you can enter that up to 5 times a day. That goes to the end of June, too. Seems like so much to glue, but it actually goes really fast. What in the world do I keep flipping that? Okay, that's it there. That is it there. Want to stick so fast. Hopefully. Which you could, if you didn't want to cut that out, you could have it set down. I just wanted it to pop up a little more, so that's why I chose to do that. A little bit more glue on there would have gave me a little bit more time to shift it around before it dried. But we are going to hope that that works there. That's so funny, Mindy. Why would, which is hilarious because Tinkerbell is little. So you would think the littler the person, the better the Tinkerbell. Okay. I mean, she's a little fairy. Clouds are not all created equal. Okay, so this piece is here. There we go. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this. I did 3 different shades here. And again, these are all value cardstock. That way it kind of like went ombre getting lighter. Oh, and I did, if you saw me design this on whatever day that was, Sunday, I did end up changing the swirl a little bit because I did just the swirl, but I didn't have the solid design all the way around it of the cloud. So I just went in, took my cloud, and then I inset it, and then sliced those 2 pieces. And then took that piece that I sliced and then welded it. I actually inset it. I inset it and then sliced it and then welded it to the swirls. That way it gave the definitive shape of the clouds. If I was not live, I would squirt some more glue on here. But wouldn't it be cool if the glue came out in a color, like purple and then dried clear, and then you could at least see, or maybe it's better you don't, because some of my lines are awful, but then you could see the glue, and you'd know where you glued. Like, what is that, plaster? Or whatever you use that does that? Okay, so we go ahead and have that glued down. Oh my gosh. I can't imagine going to Disney 3 times a week. It's great exercise. I'm pretty sure, still to this date, my most steps walked were at Disney. Okay, so now we have, if you can see, there is that one layer, because there's 2 layers of this and 1 layer of the bottom. So then what we want to do is we can go ahead and glue several of these together, and you can do, it depends how big a shaker fill you're using. I'd say 3 to 5. I'm going to do 5 because I'm using the value cardstock too. So usually when I'm doing this, I'm using the medium cardstock. So I do want to go ahead and I'm going to do 5 and see what we think of that. Mm-hmm. 25,000 steps one day at Epcot. Yeah, actually, I think my most days, now that I think about it, it was not Disney. It was Universal. Because Disney, we just did Magic Kingdom, but Universal, we did both parks in a day. Which, yeah, it was something around that many steps. Has anybody been working on any projects so far this week? I was thinking we're not too far off from Christmas in July. I have no idea how we're like halfway through the year already. Again, you want to make sure these are lined up good because those are going to fit in there. Oh, Ashley, your daughter's baby shower. Yay! Now, I do have a name on this, but when I put it in supported projects, I'll talk about it when I get to it, but I'm going to make it so you can change it to whatever name you need. And then you can just change it blue or pink for boy or girl. Hi, Lori. Oh, sorry you've been sick, Mindy. Oh, no. I did see the card you did of Alex's. You did the classic car with it. That turned out awesome. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and glue this in here. This is what the shaker bits are going to go in. Is this a first grandbaby, Ashley? Someday I hope to have a daughter's baby shower. I never got a baby shower with either of my kids, so I will be all about that. Alright. We glued that down. Now this is where you're going to put the shaker bits in. And then this is going to go over it. So, but then I want to let that dry for a while with the glue. So I'm going to go ahead and do all this part here. Oh, that's awesome, Ashley. And you got a little one too. Oh, I love it. And babies will keep you busy. Okay, so in here I definitely want some of these. These are the little stars. I don't know if you can see, but they're little stars. All right, let's sprinkle. Should I take the pink ones out? I feel like I need to take the pink ones out. I should probably set them to the side, because what's going to happen is I'm just going to pick up those same ones and I'm going to sprinkle them in here too. Oh, what are those other stars? Well, those are kind of, they're stars, but they kind of look like flowers. I'm not going to be able to keep all of the pink ones out. That's okay. My dog is snoring. These are little snowflakes, but I like the white in them. Like the little white snowflakes, and they kind of look like stars. So I'm going to sprinkle some of these in here too. And then these are blue, white, and pink. I don't know what they are exactly. Are they hearts? I really am not sure. We're going to sprinkle some of those in there. Kind of look like little hearts. It'd be really, just blue, white, and pink would be a really good fill for like a gender reveal. I did see one too. There was, I didn't end up getting that one because I couldn't get it soon enough, but there was one of these that had moon and stars as one of the sprinkles. And I think I'm gonna put some glitter in here too with it. Should I put sprinkles in, guys? I hope he hurries, Mindy. Racing to get ice cream at Publix in the golf cart in the rain. That's something I would totally do though. I'd be like, I don't care, it's gonna rain. I have the golf cart's covered. Some more of these. Oh, I forgot there's these too. There's these stars and these bright colors. Alright, we're putting some of those in there too. Sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. And then I'm gonna grab a glitter. I know I have some glitters with stars. What's this one look like? And this glitter has some like silver holographic stars and some different stuff in it. So I'm gonna put some of this in there. I haven't used this one yet. There we go. Thanks, Sue. I think shakers are fun. Now, I never thought about what Deborah mentioned with this, but turn it here to get the bigger stars out. Add some shine. Okay. I have all those little pieces in there. You just want to make sure none of them are sticking up too much, which I think I can put a little bit more. Okay, we're going this way. We want to open the other way, and these are just some silver ones. Some star sparkle. Typical the ice cream. Okay, so then I have my acetate circle here. And I took off the cover on the one side, so I just need to remove the protective film on the other side. There. Yes, never too much sparkle. Even if it's like the moon and the stars sparkle, so let's add some sparkle. Okay, and then we're gonna go ahead and glue this. You wanna make sure and stay to the outside of this with the glue on the very outside because you don't want to see the glue ring. Ideally. Make sure all your little pieces are stuck in there. And then glue it down. What is calling me? My hubby's calling me. You think he would know by now that on Tuesdays at this time I'm live. There's a little piece right here. Let me. You don't want to make sure that's sealed around because otherwise you're going to lose your little bits and bobbles. Okay. I'm going to glue that. I don't want to shake it yet because I want to make sure the glue sets because otherwise what can happen is you can get the glue and it'll stick to your little pieces can stick to your glue around it. Oh, I love it, Karen. Well, enjoy your walk. Yeah, I was actually, Mindy, I was thinking that too. That you could use your tape runner and run it around if you want. It's a pretty thin, but it's a circle, so I like glue. Some people like tape. I'm more of a glue person there. And then this is going to go on the outside of it here, which I cut this with one of our favorite Cricut shimmer paper, but we don't have this anymore. But I still have a little bit left, but I thought that would be, which you could just do blue if you wanted to. But I went ahead and did that. All right, let's go ahead and start gluing some of our pieces together. So we have to do our little elephant here. So our elephant is in these two little pieces here. We have the back piece. And the moon. So we're gonna go ahead and start by gluing these on. And there will be a little offset around it, so you will go ahead and glue it like that there. Ooh, Pioneer tape runner. I'm gonna have to look at that one, Mindy. Woo. I just like repositionable of glue is my thing. Alright, now we can glue our cute little elephant's head on. We have that. I'm gonna go ahead and stick it on there. I did make this a little bigger just because I wanted to, because I'm showing it. I made this 10.5 by 7.5, but you can go ahead and just group the whole thing together and then shrink it down and resize it to whatever size you need. Alright, now I'm going to put his little body. And I thought if it was a little girl, it would be so cute to add a little like pink bow on the elephant. There's a little elephant. Okay, we got that piece put together. Now we're gonna put a couple other pieces. So this is, I did Baby Max. I don't have a baby to make this for, so I just chose a name I like. But in the supporter projects, I'm gonna have the baby and then Max, and then I'm gonna put, you can just edit it and change it, and then you can weld it together. So you can have it say Baby Smith or Baby Girl or Baby whatever you need it to say. I'm gonna go ahead and glue this. Oh, little toesies. Like, this little piggy went to the market, this little piggy stayed home. This little piggy got glue. This little piggy got none. All right. Go ahead and push that on. I love all the colors of the New Value cardstock. I love that we have such a big... What's our group discount code? I can't find it. Nope, it changed, Mindy. It is now Shop Now. All one word, but Shop Now. And it's the same thing. It'll give you 10% off $100 or more in materials and supplies, with some exceptions, of course, too. There's that. Next, we're going to put together our little rattle. So we're going to put that on there. Thanks, Jamie. And then also access members. I made a post. I don't know if you guys seen it. It is the last month. June is the last month of the quarter. Crazily, I just thought of that earlier. I'm like, oh my gosh. So you do have a quarterly access code too, which gives you $10 off plus free shipping, and that code is SPRING10. But it's one-time use only, and only for access members. Now I have like a couple couple options on how we actually put this together. So I'm gonna ask your guys' opinion when we get to that. We may use the shooting star, we may not. That's a train, that's a bottle, that's a pacifier. That is a rattle. There we go. Have any of you tried the new glitter iron-on? Well, it's value glitter iron-on. Have any of you tried that from Cricut? I did. That stuff was awesome. I did have a hard time seeing it to weed it. That silver glitter can be so difficult. But I found if I just bend it and then it pops up where the weed is, and then it was so easy. I could just grab it with my fingers. I didn't even have to use the weeder. All right. We have all of our little pieces here. We got our baby bottle. If I can pick up this little piece out of the bottom. Oh my gosh, this is so funny. I cannot get it. There we go. All right, first this one's gonna go on here. Oh, it so is, Jamie. This thing is so easy to use. I'm always amazed that glue's coming out because I really feel like I'm like not even pressing lots of times. All right, we got that piece, which I think that was just. Yep. Now we'll glue this one on, and this again, it's gonna have just a little outline of it. So when you go to put it on, just make sure you got it turned the right way, because one way is right for the bottle and one, well, it seemed that way. Piece there. Oh, I forgot the elephant. I forgot something on the elephant. And then the bottleneck. Just gonna put all these together though, and we can figure out which pieces we want exactly. And then we're gonna put our pacifier. What do you guys call this? What do you call a pacifier? I want to see if anybody calls it what we call it. I know, Mindy, I do that too. Lots of times I can't remember if I've used my code because it never fails. I either use it at the very beginning and then I can't remember I use it, or I'm waiting towards the end to use it. So just go ahead, add your stuff to the cart, and then try the code and see if it works. Binky. Binky seems to be the popular name. You know what we call it? Me and my husband, and it's from a movie. We got it from a movie. And it's a movie. It's a movie with a baby. Do I have a? Where's the Bluetooth for that? Is that? Oh, okay. This goes on here. It's a movie with a baby, and it has Kirstie Alley and John Travolta in it. Do you guys know what movie that is? I've watched this movie a million times. I loved this movie. Name that movie. Alright, we got that piece done. And then I did do the train too, but the train, honestly, it's so close in color, I don't think I'm going to use it. I do have an offset for that too. That we could put it on. Yep. Hi, Debbie! You guys got it. Look who's talking. But there's the little train also. Do you guys know, and then I'm going to go ahead and glue this. Now this is print and cut. The only thing that was print and cut was the little train, which I don't think I'm using, and then the shooting star here, which I may or may not use. But do you guys know what well, there's just one scene, I think, when he calls it, but little Mikey's crying and he wants his pacifier and he says, I want my... Do you guys know what he says? Yeah, he says, so we call it, in little Mikey's crying, he says, I want my sucky thing. So we've always called the pacifier sucky thing, just because, from that movie. Alright, we got that together. Oh, and then our little pieces for our little elephant here. Now he has a couple teeny tiny little pieces. They are his ears, or her. They are the little ears, so we're going to go ahead and put that on there. It's funny how many things we take from movie quotes. Like, there's a couple in Kimberly. I know you love this movie because we talked about it. Rat Race. There's a couple things in Rat Race that we forever call things just because of in the movie. Sometimes I take it too serious. My husband, he will make fun of me forever for this because, I mean, it was a good 10, 15 years that I did this and I didn't think about it. So in the movie, oh, it's with Billy Crystal. They got a baby Norman. What is the movie? Oh my gosh, it's like my husband's favorite movie. I cannot think of the name. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. And then also in here is two tiny, tiny little, these are like little cheeks for the elephant, which you can or can't, you don't have to put on if you don't want to either. They're teeny tiny. I would use my pick'em stick, but it's not on my desk right now. What is it called? My husband is going to give me all kinds of crap for this and I can't think of the name of it. Oh, Billy Crystal in there. But in it, he calls the cow, he gets a baby Norman, and for the longest, I was like, and I know better, I know they're calves, and I never even thought about it. And I just was like, oh yeah, a baby cow is a Norman. My husband's like, no, it's not, that's just what they called it in the movie. What is the name of that movie? Yes! Oh my gosh, thank you, Kimberly. Holy cow, City Slickers. Yes, okay. So there's our cute little elephant there. And we're just going to finish putting this piece together, which we may or may not use, and then we're just going to assemble it all. Now this I added afterwards too. I did mention when I was designing, I thought it would be cute to say we're over the moon, you know, because it's an elephant over the moon. That I thought it would be cute. So I went ahead and made a saying too that says we're over the moon for, and then on the bottom you could move that and it'd say Baby Max down there. City Slickers. Can't believe I cannot think of that. We're not going to tell my hubby that. We're not going to mention that. His favorite movies are like that and Blazing Saddles, which I had never seen Blazing Saddles till I was with him. But holy cow. And then when I put the words on, I usually like to look back at mine, which I'm not doing right now and I may regret. I like to look back at my image and then see what letters. Sometimes it's really easy to see what letters and the bumps it lines up with. Other times need a little guidance. We're over the moon. Right? The baby elephants are so cute in Design Space. There's so many cute ones. When you guys had kids and you did nurseries, what nursery theme, or did you guys do themes? What nursery theme did you decorate with? The first room we decorated, which I was told I couldn't have kids and we were in the middle of adopting a baby that was going to be born, and we had the whole room decorated and the baby shower announcements went out and it was a little girl and the whole room was decorated in Care Bears. You guys know me, you know I love the Care Bears. So Connor, actually, his first room was Care Bears for a little bit. Now, we bought our first house 2 months after he was home from the hospital. So he wasn't, I don't think he actually ever slept in that room because he was still on oxygen until we moved out of that house, and he was in our room in a bassinet. He was a teeny tiny baby because he was only 1 pound and 14 ounces when he was born. And then Maddie's room was done in butterflies, which if you guys know me, you know I also love butterflies. Oh, sea life. I love that, Debbie. That's fun too. Okay. So now we have all these done here. I'm going to go ahead and glue these pieces. Now these I want to glue together. I think the Forest Friends little nurseries too are so cute. Winnie the Pooh! I love it. And sadly, I cannot remember when we moved what we made Connor's room. I have no clue right now. I think it was bears. It was. Oh, it was little baseball bears. That's what it was. Oh, that's where he has his little stuffed animal. It's like his lifelong stuffed animal. We call it Buster the Bestest baseball buddy. And he was a little bunny. Wearing baseball. Oh, that's so cute, Mindy. A big tree, ladybugs, clouds on this. That is so fun. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we have that piece on. Now I'm going to go ahead and I want to bump this up some, so I'm going to use some of my foam adhesive tabs here. Make sure I did that right and flipped it. Talking and I can't remember if I flipped it or not. I use these little foam tabs on home decor too. I have a piece in my living room and it's just all black, but then it has dimension because it has like a chevron that sticks up. But I didn't like it because from across the room it just looks, depending on lighting across the room, it just looks like a black rectangle. And that drove me bonkers. So I ended up taking Cricut veneer, the wood veneer, and then figured out the angle and the size of everything. I used paper to cut to like practice till I got the size right and the angle. And then I cut, so in the middle of the black there's wood chevrons going up. And I put these foam squares behind it, and they're like hidden. So it actually looks really cool because it looks like they're just floating. It looks like they're not attached and the wood is just floating out from the rest. Ducks and lilies with Disney characters. That's awesome. You actually have a Max. I didn't know that, Mindy. I'm making baby Max and you have a Max? Ducky so should have been ducks. Ducky's was butterflies for a long time, and then her room when she got bigger she wanted butterflies too. She had like hot pink and lime green stripes on the wall, and then big butterflies. It was so pretty. I didn't know that, Mindy. Okay, so we put our little tabs on here, and then we're gonna go ahead. Wait a minute. There we go. So with the clouds, most important is just make sure you got them going the right way. It's so easy to switch up which way it's going there. I'm going to go ahead and glue the shimmer on too. Oh, did I want to glue that on yet? Or did I want to do the... Yeah, I'm going to glue this first. Got that in there. Alright. Now, our little elephant here is going to go on the outside. So... Ooh. need to go around this and figure out where the confetti's coming out, because there's some little tiny pieces too, and the little tiny ones are coming out there. But you have your shaker part here that shakes. But Deborah brought it up, and I did not think about this till she mentioned it. And I see lots of people make shaker cake toppers. But she brought up a good point and was like, well, how do you shake it without turning the cake upside down? I'm like, oh my gosh, I did not think of that. Not at all. Alright. Finish putting this on here. So we're going to go ahead and glue our cute little elephant here. But yes, do not shake the cake. Put that there. There you go, Mindy. You shake it after the cake is eaten. Absolutely. Alright, and then we got our cute little elephant there. And it shakes. I think I have a leak over here. I will deal with that later. Okay, and then for setup, for how we want to lay this out, we have a couple options. So this is going to go on here. This is where I need your guys' help, because I don't know what I should do. Okay, first option is Baby Max goes over here, and then we put these little pieces here. And it looks like this. So this is option, or you can do the bottle. It doesn't matter. Pacifier bottle. I was like, wait, what is that? So option 1 is set up like that. Now option 2, we can change it a little. I feel like I should have rotated that, maybe tiny. And we could put Baby Max down here, like this. Oh, I forgot. Hold on. Let me go back. So option 1 is like this. Now you can leave it plain without the shooting star, or you can put... Oh yeah, you can put inside, we'll talk about that in just a second, Mindy. And you can put the shooting star up here. So option 1, and then shooting star, no shooting star. Oh, and Baby Max. So here. This is option 1, but shooting star, no shooting star. Okay, and then option 2 is, we put Baby Max down here. We get rid of the shooting, you could leave the shooting star too. So you could do the shooting star. Or we could put, we're over the moon for Baby Max. So that is style 2. Which one do you guys like? Star on top, Max on bottom. Number 1. Yeah, I kind of think so too. I don't, this is like, well, for one, it's too much white for me. I should have. If I wanted to do this, I'd probably do another offset of a different lighter blue and then do the darker blue over it, because it's just kind of like too much, I think. Star. Okay. Moving that one out of the way. We're going to do star on top and then Baby Max on bottom. The jury has decided. Oh, I did not need to glue all that. I wasn't thinking and I was just gluing. Now you don't need to glue all that because it's not going to all be glued on. I'll grab this top piece though, that way I make sure I'm gluing it just to that. And pull it up and make sure I'm putting glue all where I need it here. Oops. Alright, and then I'm going to go ahead and glue the rattle on. Do you think we should use the rattle? Or not the rattle, the pacifier or the bottle? Might need a foam square under the feet. Oh, very true right here. Very true. Which this actually too. I would like to pop these up. I'm going to put a foam square under here actually. Well, now I'm like, where did my sticks go for it? Over the moon on the back. Alright, we're going to stick this here. Did I? Did I just imagine I put 2 on here? Did I put 2 on here? That's crazy. I surely thought I stuck 2 of these squares on here, but there's only 1. Pacifier. Okay, we'll do the pacifier. I love you guys help me decide because there's just too many options. But yeah, this would have been great popped out too. I do like to pop them out for dimension. That would be so good to pop out right there. And then we have our shooting star here. Which I can pop out too. I'm just trying to see where I need to stick these. Bottle, train, and over the moon on back of shape. Oh, on back of shape. I see what you guys are saying. So. Oh, yeah. It's so close. I need it just like a tiny bit bigger of an offset. Or actually, if I could have moved these words up a little bit, that would have worked. That would have worked good. Grab the little ones. I need to get some more of my squares. No reverse side. Wait, I'm confused. And then I think I need a little one right here. On back. Oh, on back of the whole thing. Or are you saying put the, are you guys saying put this on the, are you saying put the star on the back? These are together, this has to go on here. And then that could go like there. Okay. So we have this piece all done here. So now we're just gonna go ahead, flip it over. And I'm gonna put squares to go ahead and pop that up too. Holly, cover the sticks on the back with the over the moon. Oh, are you saying put this? Oh, on the back to cover the sticks. Okay. Gotcha. I am about out of all of these. I need to just add these to my cart now. Which little foam stickers do you guys like the best? These are just recollections from Michael's. But I am like out. I have no more of the big ones. I had ones that were a little thicker too, and I've used those up. Okay, so we can put this on here and then... Yeah, okay. And then this we're going to go ahead and stick down. We just want to make sure it's got the on there even. Okay. So there is that part with the shaker. All the fun little shaker bits in there. Okay, and then the last part, so that is all put together. Go ahead and move this. It's getting too messy over here for me. Gotcha, okay, so we'll do that. So we're gonna go ahead and flip this over because we need to take and put our sticks. Now you can, there is like acrylic clear ones if you want clear that you can buy online. But I like to use these bamboo skewers that I use for like shish kebabs. Thanks, Tisha. But then we can put those on here. And then always leave, I like to leave extra room for the cake topper on the bottom because you can always trim it. You don't know how high you need it or all of that. So you can go ahead and attach these. What they're saying is we can put this on the back and then it'll cover some of those. So I'm going to go ahead and use my, is this not the cutest little tape dispenser? Look at the monkey. He claps. He claps. One of our members, Lisa, sent this to me, and you guys may not, you may recognize it because it's on Melody's desk too. I think this is so cute though. I'm going to go ahead and put tape around each of these. It reminds me of Abu from Aladdin. Yeah, and you could just cut something too and say for baby whoever and put this on the back too. That's a really cute idea, guys. Thank you for that. I'm gonna have the Aladdin song in my head now. And then we can go ahead and put this on. I'm gonna stick some foam squares on it. Yeah, I thought about that, Glory, when I stuck it over. I was like, do I want to put the sticks? But I didn't. The only reason I didn't put the sticks like that is because I didn't want the sticks popping through the one layer in between them. I'd rather have them sticking out at the end of the layers, if that makes sense. Don't know if that makes sense. But I actually thought about that. I'm like, should I put it now? That's funny, Kimberly. Of course they take your tape, because you have the funnest tape dispenser. Alrighty. Oh my gosh, hour and 5 minutes. Isn't that funny? The things that you think are the quickest are gonna not be the quickest when you put them together? Alright, so we have the sticks in the back. And then we have our baby cake topper. Oh, stinking cute. I just love this little elephant so much. It's a really good question. When do you shake it? You can just go, hey everybody, look, it shakes, and then stick it in the cake. But I mean, you still, even when you stand it up, you're gonna get the sparkles and the stars and everything in there, so you do get the stars showing through. Thank you guys. Right? I didn't. Now I wasted these two little cutouts, but that wasn't much. This little train and this little pacifier. Or a bottle. Which you could, you could even, if you wanted more, you could probably stick those somewhere. But I like options. I like options. So I'm going to go ahead. This will be in supporter projects too for all of our Patreon members. So there's over 1,200 or I think it's over 1,300 projects now. You get that they're all done within Design Space. So as long as you have access, you usually don't have to pay for everything because it's usually all access images unless we're doing something with licensed. Which, by the way, if you guys didn't see our image set video on Friday, I know a lot of you were in there, but there is so many cute new licensed image sets. There's a super, super cute Peanut Snoopy one at the beach. As I'm looking at this, I'm like, ooh, I need to remove this. My border's thicker here than it is here, and I'm seeing it in the camera, and it's driving me bonkers. That's my symmetricalness. But anyway, yeah, that would be super cute for a baby album. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you could totally keep that and then put that in a baby album. I love that idea. Tisha, that is so good. So thank you guys for joining. And again, if you haven't, we do have our giveaway for an Explore 4. You can enter 5 times a day each day in June. And you can post a project you made. And because I wanted to open it because there's some people on our page who they want a Cricut, but they don't have a Cricut yet. Or maybe they had a Cricut and it broke and they haven't been able to replace it. So you're able to share the love and post a project that inspires you too. That way, maybe somebody who doesn't have a machine could win a machine. Yes, definitely a great keepsake. So thank you guys for joining. Thank you guys for chatting and helping me decide. I always do that. I always have things I'm like, I'm going to ask them because certain things I just cannot decide on. But that's a big, cute cake topper too. I like the idea of usually I put what's on the shaker inside of it, but I thought, no, I'm going to put him on the outside, but then have the stars on the inside. And then when I did that other layer, you can see the swirls, the clouds back there too. So thank you guys. And we will be live on Friday. Hopefully, we did have a lot of new image sets last week, so we're checking on Fridays because sometimes there's none, sometimes there's one new. And if it's just one new image set, that's not going to be a very long video. But we will let you guys know on Friday if we go in and see that there's hardly any. So, yes, you guys too. Everybody have a great week. Thank you guys, and we will see you hopefully on Friday. If we're not live on Friday due to no image sets, so Alex will be live on Saturday, noon Eastern, where he will be designing live. So, we will see you guys then. Toodles, guys, as Alex would say. Happy crafting.